Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I want to get into things that I don't want people to say to me with both IIH and migraines. So before I get into any more details, time for the intro. Today I want to cover some of the things that I commonly hear from people around me that I don't like to hear with either IIH or migraines. I think it's really important actually covering these things so that not only can I tell you that this is hurtful and that you should try something else, but that's so that I can suggest better options to say instead. I actually did a video on this already. I will put the thumbnail up actually right here with IIH. However, I want to do a more general one and cover a few that I haven't covered yet. The first one is I get headaches too. I just took insert over-the-counter medication here and it went away. So the reason why this is particularly hurtful is because it suggests that I haven't tried everything to try and get rid of my headache. And it's also hurtful because it means that you really don't understand what's going on. So IIH and migraines do not respond to over-the-counter medications that you use for headaches. When I'm taking over-the-counter medications, or you see me taking over-the-counter medications, it's often not because of the headache. It's because of the neck pain. It's because of maybe pain in my legs or my arms. It's never because of the headache. The reason for this actually is because the medications don't work on the headaches. It makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. They do not even touch them. The fact that you're saying too that you get headaches is that you're getting a similar type of headache to what I'm experiencing. Migraines and IIH headaches are in a league of their own. So it's a very similar type of headache between IIH headaches and migraines. Like, they're very similar. If you were to describe the symptoms, you'd think you were describing the same thing, but they're honestly quite different. IIH headaches are much, much worse. Another one that I commonly hear is, oh, you just need to get out more. The reason why you're feeling so down is you're not getting out enough. So the reason why this is so hurtful is because I wish I could be getting out more. During my worst times, there's nothing more that I want to do than be doing anything but dealing with pain. And the fact that I am not feeling well enough to go out is really actually hard on me mentally sometimes. Now, I'm quite introverted, so going out to certain things is not something I would be choosing to do. But not being able to go out to the trails when I really want to, or not being able to get outside when I really want to, is actually really frustrating. And to hear that, oh, you're actually not getting out enough and you'd feel better if you were to just get out more, is just not reality. It reminds you that you can't get out as much as what you normally do. In a reality, getting outdoors actually is very healing for me. I've said that many times. It's one of the reasons why I go to the trails as much as I do, because nature is healing for me. But when I do that on a bad day, or if I was to do that on a bad day, it wouldn't make any difference whatsoever. It might distract me for a couple of hours, but honestly, I'm going to be more tired after I get back. The third one I want to get into today is one that I hear all of the time. It is along the lines of, you're looking so good lately, or you look so good. And I get this all the time when I post photos on social media, and it gets under my skin. When this happens, I know it's a compliment, however, I don't take it as a compliment. The reason why I don't take this as a compliment is because IIH and migraines are both considered invisible illnesses. What that means is, How I look on the outside may not always match how I'm feeling on the inside. What pain I might be experiencing or how I might be feeling may not be physically visible to people who are looking at me on the outside. That means that a lot of times I'm pushing through pain that I have because I almost always deal with a consistent level of pain. I'm also likely pushing through some type of symptoms almost every single day, whether it's fatigue or other types of symptoms. And so I may not always have the outside match how I'm feeling on the inside. I have to be feeling pretty rough in order to physically look like I'm having a really rough time with really either of these two conditions. You're reminded of the fact that my outside doesn't match how I'm feeling on the inside. The next one I want to get into is, oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I get tired too sometimes. And this one is really frustrating because fatigue and tiredness are not the same thing. So being tired is like you have a really, really busy day. You go to bed early because you did so much, and you wake up and you're feeling how you did at the start of the day before yesterday. Fatigue, on the other hand, is not like that at all. So with fatigue, you really have to manage your tasks and manage your energy. And the best way to describe fatigue is often the metaphors that are used, things like spoon theory or low battery theory examples or things like that. Fatigue is a completely different thing, and it's not the same thing as being tired. I can't outrest fatigue. What I mean by that is no matter how much sleep you get, you're still going to be tired when you wake up in the morning because you're dealing with fatigue. Also, a lot of the things that I see when I look up articles on this explain you don't know what fatigue is until you've had to rest after taking a shower. I still have to rest after taking a shower. I think I'm just used to a certain level of fatigue now, so I'm able to kind of manage how to deal with it. The last one I want to cover is one that I hear all of the time, actually, and it is, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Not understanding that IIH is a chronic illness, which means that it's not likely to get better. You basically have to rely on finding a treatment plan that works for you. I'm lucky in the fact that I feel like I found something that is able to help me live a fairly okay type of life, but there's still sacrifices that still need to be made, and without that medication, I would get worse really, really quickly. When you say, I hope you feel better soon, I know that you don't understand that what I'm dealing with is a chronic illness that has no cure, or whatever we're dealing with as a chronic illness that has no cure. There's likely not going to be a time when we're going to feel better. If you guys have any more that you'd like me to cover, feel free to leave them down in the comments down below, and I will do a follow-up to this video. If you're enjoying my content, please feel free to subscribe. Remember that it's completely free. It just allows us to reach more people with IIH and migraines. When you're subscribing, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my upcoming future content. If you enjoyed this particular video, be sure to give it a like. If you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to like and follow. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye everyone.